Okay, good morning. I'm sorry we're starting a little late. I apologize. My name is Dorothy Smith, Dean ASO, Student Services. We have some students coming in, and I think it's a great day at LA Trade Tech. This is the forum by which students will be given an opportunity to listen to your upcoming ASO board, as well as the student trustee who sits on the Los Angeles Community College District Board. So this is a very important event, and I'm happy to see that Dr. McClain is bringing his class in, so we can have some ears and some, outside of voices, we have ears to hear. It gives me an esteemed pleasure this morning to introduce first your student trustee representatives, to be maybe one or the other, we hope. I would first like to introduce Ryan Namarate, who is an LA Trade Tech College, who's running for student trustee. Each candidate would only be given 2 minutes, and I'll time you, as to who they are. I'd like for them to introduce themselves, their position. No mudslinging, of course. We have no mudslinging. No personalizations. And at the end of their 2 minutes, they will take questions from the audience if there are any. But first, we'll have Ryan, your LA Trade Tech College representative for student trustee. Here you go, Ryan.
Thank you. As Dean Smith said, my name is Ryan Navarrete. I'm a student here at Trade Tech, taking both morning and evening classes. Most of you guys know me by campaigning. I'm running for student trustee of the LA Community College District, and basically what I want to do as student trustee, I want to bring a vivid picture to the Board of Trustees on what it will do by putting more money into a certain program or taking less money into a certain program. You know, for those of you who know, the Board of Trustees was considering eliminating the culinary arts program here on campus last semester. You know, most of the students here live off on the 50% off after 4 p.m. I was one of those students. It was because of the student trustee, the ASO, and the culinary arts students who advocated for them not to cut that program. That program is a needed program here on campus. I believe that more money should be put into that program. Another program here on campus that needs more money is the Academic Connection Tutoring Center. I personally work front desk, and it breaks me when I have to turn students away when the tutor is at her max. I know at least 9 out of 10 students who go into the tutoring center is for Math 125. Because it's difficult to pass for that class. That's what's needed. You know, there's only one tutor there in the morning. Why not 3? Why is that one tutor only tutoring 20 students? That's unacceptable. And then this picture. All right. And then the picture that I'm painting for you now is the picture I will be painting for the Board of Trustees. Thank you. Are there any questions for me?
Ask hard questions.
Ask a hard question. Okay, come to the podium. Microphone, please. I'll bring it to you, not a problem. There we go.
Thank you for getting involved. I appreciate it more than you can imagine. Now, the hard question. Above and beyond culinary and academic connections, where you work, what are other major issues that you'll tackle in your position if elected?
Something that
Actually, it'd be a formality if both candidates speak and then address questions to both candidates. Thank you.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you, John. We'll do it that way. If you can remember your questions, then certainly that will be more time efficient. Thank you. Next candidate is Milo Harold Anderson. Sorry. and he's from LA Pierce College. Okay, Mr. Anderson. 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Good morning, Trade Tech. How are you today? Come on, good morning, Trade Tech. Give yourself a round of applause right now. You are here participating in the democratic system of your community college, and not just your community college, the whole community college system of Los Angeles. Los Angeles Community College District is the biggest community college district in the United States of America, and you are here empowering yourself, educating yourself, improving your lives. So when I ask you to give me a round of applause, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for you. Give me a round of applause for you right now. Students of Trade Tech. Thank you. So I am running. My name is Milo Harold Anderson, and I am running as the student trustee for LACCD, as you have already gathered. And I'll be honest with you, I don't know what all the issues are. I don't know what the issues are on your campus. I don't. I'm not here enough. Your student leaders are here. Your ASO president is here. Your ASO vice president, the ones that you're going to elect this week, are the ones that can and will tell the student trustee what he or she needs to focus on. What is important to you? This is the way democracy works. You're about to choose your representative on the governing body of the community college district. The student trustee is literally your voice on the board of trustees, who makes all the rules, all the policies, all the procedures, all the budgetary concerns. And a good student trustee, I'm not going to be the one who knows the answer. I don't want to know the answer unless you're telling me the answer. I want to hear your voice. I want to be your voice on the board of trustees. Otherwise, I cannot be effective. So please, again, my name is Milo Harold Anderson, and I would very much like your vote as the student trustee of the LACCD. Thank you very much.
Now, questions. Dr. McLean, there you go.
Now look, these people up here are going to be your representatives. Now, I expect, particularly my class, to ask those hard questions, because these people are going to be responding to your concerns and your issues that you feel is important for you. So don't be afraid or don't be intimidated to ask them anything regarding this campus and you as a student. So let me see some hands. Get your ass up.
Okay.
Let's go.
Questions. Okay, we have a question from the audience. Would you please state your name and direct the
Hello,
question?
my name is Henry Morales.
Thank you.
I have a question. They provide a lot of classes in the morning, but they don't provide enough classes for the afternoon. For myself, that I work full-time and I also come to school full-time, sometimes I need to take some class in the afternoon. For example, like English and math, they just provide like 2 classes, and by the time you try to sign up, they're already full. Same thing with the math classes. They only provide one math, like the 225 for stats that I need to take. There's only 1 or 2 classes that provide throughout the whole semester, and usually those classes get filled real quick. As trustees, how will you guys input more into bringing more classes, especially for people that work full-time and can't come in the morning, more classes in the afternoon?
Thank you. Who'd like to take that question?
All right. Something that I can do is, speak to the chair of that department that's needed. If it's more than one person, and we get more signatures stating that there's 10, 15, 20, 30 students who need an afternoon class, and for various reasons, I know the department will surely meet your needs. I know personally, Math 125 was being over-impacted in the beginning of the semester, and they added 2 classes in the morning and another in the afternoon. So I know it can be done, and I'll bring that to the Board of Trustees along with your current ASO and working with the administrators here. There's also the possibility of getting an online class for you guys, and where you could take the class that you need, not even being here. Thank you.
That's a great question. Ms. Morales, right? Thank you, Ms. Morales, for that question. I love that question. What we need to do, in my opinion, is not just focus on this issue just over here at Trade Tech. This is an issue that's happening at all the community colleges in the Los Angeles Community College District. All 9 of us have this problem of class unavailability. It happens on all campuses. And if we, as the 9 colleges, the students of the 9 colleges, all join our voice together and say, hey, these are the classes we need on all of our campuses, or we need to have more online classes, or we need to find a way, a solution, so that we can all get the education that we need, we will be much more powerful as a unified group of students of 9 colleges than any one college by itself. And that's what I want to do as a student trustee. I want to unite not just this campus. I want to unite all 9 colleges in the Los Angeles Community College District, the students of those colleges, so that we have one solidary voice that says the things that we really need in our education system. So thank you again, Mr. Morales. Excellent question.
Next question.
I guess I'll expand on that. I'm disappointed at the end of 4 years as a student that we're not engaged as students, and I feel like it's partially my fault. I was told 4 years ago when I came student, it's student apathy. But I think inside of all that too is there's no structure, there's no infrastructure that's organized and built for you guys to interact with us. I wouldn't have known about this if I didn't go to the ASO and ask a question about something else yesterday. So I went to cover myself before I came and whined about this. I looked on the website to see if there was anything. I didn't see anything. I don't think the previous ASOs, since I've been here, including this year's, have done an adequate job of bringing us information about what's going on and getting the students here. I think this is the moment that students need to be in the streets. Cornell West, about the death by the policemen and all that stuff, this is the time that students can take charge of this nation that's been so screwed up on my generation's watch. So I think we're really asleep at the wheel right here, and I implore and beg you guys, I want to become an English teacher and do what I can. It's too late for me, but I can help you by becoming a teacher. So I'm asking you guys to build some sort of system. My question and my rhetorical question is, what can you do to make sure we know these things are happening and get us involved? I think it's a lack of organization, not student apathy. Thank you for what you're doing.
So something what I can do with that is establishing college hour throughout the 9 campuses, which is already being done as we speak. So that's what we need. So, so we can have this and more students can be out here and it being active, speaking on what needs to be done, and all together becoming united and being united for progress.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. Greg. Thank you, Greg. This is where actually I feel like I'm uniquely qualified as your potential student trustee. My background, I have my bachelor's degree in broadcast journalism, and I do a podcast at Pierce College called Volunteer in the Valley. What I'd like to do is literally podcast the Student Affairs Committee. I'd like to literally podcast the Board of Trustees meetings. I would like for all students of all 9 colleges to be able to not just get interested and not just read these stale minutes that are on the website, but to actually hear what's going on in these things and start a dialogue, start a conversation about these issues. Now there's going to be a huge barriers to my being able to do this. The Board of Trustees would not like for you to be able to listen in on every little thing that they're talking about in public meetings, but we have the right, by Brown's Rule of Order, we have the ability to listen to these public meetings. And I want to bring that to the students so that we can, in our own homes, in our own cars, and on our own cell phones, our own devices, hear these meetings and really have a debate amongst each other about why and how these people who are elected into this position are working for us, which personally I do not believe they are. I believe they're working for the 7 unions of the community colleges more than they're working for the students. And that's fine, but I think we have more voice than that. We have over 100,000 students strong, and we should be at least an equal voice on the Board of Trustees. So thank you again for that comment question.
It's Brown Act, by the way. Brown Act, thank you. Being in student government, your role is to be that voice. One of the ways we exercise that voice is through shared governance. It's throughout the state, at the local level, the regional level, at the state level. My question to you is, what experience do you have with shared governance, and how will you exercise that when you become board trustee?
So with that saying, my background, I'm the current Commissioner of Student Advocacy for the ASO, and I meet with regional leaders, meeting together on a bi-weekly basis with other students from the district and outside the district. I am also going to be your representative and delegate for General Assembly, in which we vote and discuss different resolutions that will benefit the campus and all campuses throughout California in a much better way. Thank you.
Great question. I don't see you anymore. I know you're out there somewhere. John, he's here in the back. Okay, well, there you are. So, essentially, what my history is with student government is at Humboldt State University, where I got my bachelor's degree. I was the chair of my living room area of over 1,000 students living in it for 3 semesters. My background with the LACCD, I do not have as strong a background as my opponent does. I grant that. He is entrenched. He is very knowledgeable about the policies and procedures, about the status quo of how business is being operated in the shared governance policy as it is. Now, I'm not going to say that to good or bad. I'm going to say, if you're interested in that, do your research. Look at the minutes of the Student Affairs Committee. Look at the minutes of the Board of Trustees, and you tell me if that shared governance is working right now as you like it. I don't, personally, but that's a choice you're going to have to make, and I encourage you to do your research and let me know what you think your shared governance can look like, because that's what I really want to see happen, is what you want. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Harold Lewis. I'm the president of the Trade Tech Computer Club, as well as the fact that I'm the treasurer of the Interclub Council. That's the organization that looks after the welfare of all the clubs on campus. My question to you two gentlemen is simply this. There's a statewide organization that looks after the welfare of all the campuses in California. It's called the Student Senate for California Community Colleges. I say that because very soon, students at Trade Tech and other colleges will be asked to pony up to the bar and to take an additional dollar out of their pocket to go to the student rep fee. My question is, in your opinion, why would we be asked to pay an additional dollar for a student rep fee? Is it a good thing or a bad thing?
Very good question, Harold. In terms of being Commissioner of Student Advocacy, I'm in charge of how we spend that $1 rep fee. In terms what that's being spent is on who goes to General Assembly, part of ASO, and students from the ICC from various clubs here on campus, and how it'll benefit them and us. The hotel, driving, paying to be there. That's a whole lot of money, and also about March and March. That's a very huge thing. Driving up there to advocate and lobby to the senators to give more money to us. That's what we just did. What was it? A month ago? We went up to March and March, lobbied, spoke with different senators, politely asking them to give more money to us. I believe it'll be more beneficial because it'll give us more of a budget to work with. Send more students. We have half of a bus. Why not fill that up with 2 buses, 3 buses? Have half of Trade Tech go and lobby on what needs to be done and what needs to be held here on campus. Thank you.
Harold, great question. I think $1 extra per student to exponentially increase our lobbying power is a deal. It sounds like a deal to me. I don't know though, and I don't think I should know. I think it's up to the students to say what they want. Do you want to pay this extra $1? Or if you don't, then let me know and we'll fight to get it repealed. It's not about what I want, it's about what you want. It's about what we want as the students of the LACCD. So I can't really tell you without all the facts in front of me, without the fact of hearing your voice, without knowing what you would like to do in this situation. Would you like to pay this extra dollar so we can increase our lobbying power? If you think so, then we should do it. If you don't, then we shouldn't. Thank you.
Yes, gentlemen, my name is Rudy Schwartz. My basic question would be, what would be your mission statement? And what would be your initiative to improve the quality of life and education for veterans as well as immigrants and higher education?
Remember, 1 minute.
So, with that being said, Mr. Rudy, right now there are resolutions going on for General Assembly. One of those is veterans. The other is having a dream center at every campus and having more funds going into different programs. Having every program be active and then add to the top needed possibility. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
I would say that my mission statement as the student trustee of the LACCD would be to increase the communication and transparency between the administration of the district and the students. So that way our voice is being heard by them and we can actually hear about the things that they're doing and they're implementing on all aspects, including veteran services, including services in academics, including services in the outreach in the community, including all aspects of college life. I want students to be engaged in the conversations that actually are making a difference here on these campuses. That's my mission statement. Thank you.
Good morning.
Okay, next question.
My name is Kevin Collins. Most students that I see that come out of community colleges, they have to leave the community college and go to a university just to be able to be credible individuals. Where is your stand at when it comes to actually making or implementing programs here to make it where community college is competitive with the universities? That way when a community college student leaves here, they can actually walk out of here and get a job where they can get a decent salary.
All right, guys, 1 minute.
Alright, so with that being said, I've aligned myself. I created a slate called Los Angeles 9 United for Progress. And with that being said, I chose to endorse Tiara Gibson for presidency, and that is one of her most priorities in terms for presidency. You know, when she comes up here, she'll be speaking to you all about that, and I'm all for it. I feel that there should be bachelor programs here for engineering, registered nursing. There should be no wait line. You know, our financial aid, we get it, and we get it slow as turtles, and it goes as fast as rabbits. We are students. We're going for a career. We need to do what we need to do. Thank you.
I'll let Mr. Anderson answer the question, but I would appreciate if the trustees do not endorse nor mention any of the other candidates that are coming. That's an unfair way of doing things here. Just keep in line with answering the question directly based on what your position is. Thank you.
That's a great question. And again, here's one of those situations where I don't have the answer for you. You have to tell me what the answer is so that I can be your voice on the Board of Trustees. I don't want to tell people what my agenda is. I want to be there to promote your agenda. So my inkling in this is, there's another thought I just had that I really kind of wanted to bring up. It's not necessarily that you need a bachelor's degree. Nobody needs to go to college. There are people who have made millions and billions of dollars who never graduated from college. Look at Bill Gates, for example. The list goes on and on. I don't have enough time to give up the list of all the people who didn't graduate from even high school who became millionaires. It's really about what you do with the time and the opportunity that you have. And I'm reminded of a quote from a favorite book of mine by Napoleon Hill, in that every adversity lies the seed of an equivalent or greater benefit. So we can make the opportunity that we want, whether or not. Thank you.
Hello. This is to the panel. I'm not going to say my name because I'm going to give each and every one of you a chance afterwards to come up to me personally and we can introduce ourselves to each other. And it's also to whoever has been at Los Angeles Trade Technical College, because I need facts. I don't need nothing butter up, because I'm a fact checker, and I will check the facts. The question is, what have you done since you've been a part of ASO at Los Angeles Trade Technical College Administration? And my question is going to be to two particular people. One, because I saw this man's face over there when I was going to my center. I think it's Mr. James, him, and you right there in the gray suit.
So, right now what I've been part of at ASO is Commissioner of Student Advocacy. I advocate for you. So, what I did was I worked with members of my colleagues in sending students to March and March. I'm currently organizing different students to go to General Assembly on who will be most beneficial, and deciding what resolutions to vote on, what to endorse, what to push for. I am currently the chair for the legislative meeting. I chair that meeting on a bi-weekly basis. I also meet with regional leaders on an also bi-weekly basis, and I communicate with them the different needs of the students. A problem that did come up was the Wi-Fi services here on campus. That was mentioned during regional meeting, and how it's so slow. It's one company who services all the Wi-Fi throughout California for all the schools. Also, as ASO, I also advocated for you on the Day of Dialogue when we had the numerous campus threats that was going on, and I advocated to both the sheriffs and to the faculty on what was going on and what needed to be done in order to keep this campus safe for all the students.
Last person at the microphone, you want to answer that? Okay.
Thank you for that question. I'm sorry, I got to run after this to go to another candidate forum in East LA. But I do want to meet you because I really think that your voice matters, and I'd love that you're a fact checker. This is where Ryan's got me beat, hands down. I guarantee you. He is here at LATCC. He's a student here. So if you want to vote for your candidate, I won't be mad at you. I will understand that completely. What would hurt my feelings though is that you didn't vote at all. So I beg you, everyone here, if you are going to vote in the student trustee candidates, just vote for one of us. It doesn't have to be me, just vote. Please vote. Because it's your voice, it's your vote that's going to empower either one of us to actually get some stuff done for you next year. Ryan's a great candidate, I'm a great candidate. We're very more similarities than we have differences. And you're going to win with either one of us, but that win will be hollow if your voice wasn't interjected in that. So please, as kind of my closing here, I really encourage each and every one of you, whether you vote for Ryan or you vote for Milo, please just vote. Thank you.
One last question.
Hi, my name is Brett Nagy. As important to me as what you guys say here is, I guess, my ability to believe you. So I guess, like politicians are known to stretch or whatever. So my question is more directed towards your character. And how I determine a person's character is a pattern. So what have you done in your past, both on campus or at your campus or in the community or at a job or volunteer work, that demonstrates that your character has proven that what you're saying is true, and what inspired you to run at this position?
Okay, that's a long question, but certainly it's an important one. And I would really appreciate if the candidates would give it a 30-second shot, because we want to bring the other ASO board candidates forward, because we have two classes here, and I know they end at 11:20.
Y'all don't leave till these
And please don't leave. We need your engaged participation. Okay, 30 seconds. I mean.
All right. So basically, what I've done, I play football, I play lacrosse. I'm a team worker. I'm very active. I used to be a TA for a confirmation class. I help the students in my community. So they don't fall into the wrong crowd, and find the pathway towards college. I'm currently in the Puente program, That program it helps students. It's 6 out of the 9 campuses, Trade Tech being one of them, and getting to the next level of university, transferring out, and changing statistics. Thank you. Thank you.
Excellent question. Thank you. And I know when I'm energetic, sometimes I don't seem that sincere, but I swear to you I am. I really want to do some things that'll improve the lives of all the students of all of our colleges. I don't have time to get into my whole resume, but if you want to look me up on Facebook, I'm Milo Harold Anderson. I have a web domain show to my podcast called Volunteer in the Valley, where I invite organizations in and around the San Fernando Valley to come on my show and talk about the volunteer opportunities they currently have available so that listeners can go out and volunteer for them. I volunteer with the American Red Cross. I volunteer with an organization called Valley Village in the San Fernando Valley. My volunteer list goes on and on and on. And I encourage you, I'm on LinkedIn, Milo Anderson, Facebook, Milo Harold Anderson. My domain name is volunteerinthevalley.org. I'm the Community Outreach Director on kpcradio.com. Please look me up and tell me what you think. Even if you don't like what you see, I'd like to hear that too. Because I'm always working and I'm always growing, and I never claim to be perfect or claim that I am 100%. I am a student who's improving his own life here too at a community college. So thank you.
Thank you. Again, would you give your student trustee candidates